approve this bill and fund is provided for them, and smugglers are still allowed to come in, they will not go anywhere. The second aspect of it is that as we sit down here, Nigerian organizations that patronized the textile industry before, we're talking about the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Customs, even the Civil Defense Force, all of them are patronizing foreign clothes. So if those heavy users of cotton in Nigeria cannot buy from Nigerian manufacturers, how can the industry survive? Now, let's not forget that this is an industry that employed thousands, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people in the past, directly, before you talk about indirect benefit that goes to other people. Until this industry got completely destroyed, nobody bothered. It's the same thing that happened to the textile industry, to the auto industry. In the 70s, we had various assembly plants, and they were bringing CKD parts. We were getting close to manufacturing. Then, of course, government policy made it in such a way that importation became more lucrative. And that's what is happening in this industry. So this bill must be holistic. We must do it in a way that there will be almost a complete ban on foreign textile, imported textile goods. Or the duty on them will be so high as to give our people advantage. Don't forget that while the man in China is producing with generous electricity, those textile industries in Nigeria don't have electricity. They have to buy diesel to run their generators, which is about 10 times more expensive than generated electricity. So the Nigerian producer has a lot of problems. We must find a way to give the tax incentives. We must find a way to get the textile industry to organize themselves. Once they identify any textile in the country that is illegally imported, of course, they should reach customs so that such things should be seized. Because if you don't do that, Nigerian manufacturers will not be able to produce. Those who manufacture from China, they use the porous border of Nigeria to smuggle these goods into the country. And of course, they sell them at the cheaper price because they don't pay duty. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is that we must have a comprehensive plan to ensure that any smuggled goods into the country is seized and destroyed, just as it's been done to rice, issues of rice now. If we don't do it, we find out the time will come where we will not be able to employ anybody in Nigeria. All our graduates will come from university, there will be no jobs for them to do. We knew where we were in the 70s. The level of manufacturing today is almost zero, and that is because of importation. So we must sit down, Ministry of Finance, Customs, those who control the border, we must sit down to work at a scheme to help Nigerian industry. It must not be only the textile. It should be across board. If we're able to do that, then of course we'll be able to find jobs for our people. But again, once that is done, you would be able to encourage those who are manufacturing abroad to come here because they know if they set up here, of course they can make profit and then take their profit away as permitted by the laws. But to allow them to be manufacturing abroad, smuggle them in, displace our workers, displace all our industries, and impoverish Nigeria is something that we cannot accept. Therefore, this bill must be given due consideration and be approved quickly with those amendments as stated. Thank you very much.